Right, and we are finally live. Sorry about that, guys. About 5 minutes into the game, and we are finally on. Just had some technical difficulties our side. The game is about 4.5 minutes in, still 0-0. Get the sound off that. So yeah, sorry for being a bit late there, guys. But we are up and running now. So the Cheetahs now have a line out on halfway, still 0-0. Pinar feeds into the midfield through the centres to their big number 8. And I'm gonna have to try and remember all their names because I haven't seen them in a while. Who's their number 8? Rudolph. I wonder if I can make this a bit smaller. Give me uno momento. Uh, there we go. Okay. I know the Cheetahs were forced to make 2 changes for this game, one through a failed head injury assessment, and the other was Jasper Cohen, their winger, who injured his ankle. So two forced changes there. So about 5.5 minutes in, Cheetahs attacking on the Oyonnax, Oyonnax, 10-meter line, but they give away a penalty for holding on at the ruck, and so Oyonnax will have a chance to clear the lines. Oyonnax, as you probably know by now, have already been eliminated from the competition, so they are out. But Cheetahs still well in contention to go through to the knockout stages. Um, oh right, it's a green screen. Now that makes a lot of sense. What the says in the background? Some security. Sorry about that. Oyonnax go to the line, and it was the big number 8, Rudolph, who got caught in possession on the floor there and turned over. Oyonnax playing off the top of the line out and using a backline move. The ball does go to ground, but they have managed to regather it, and it's with Revovo at the moment. Gideon van der Merwe is over that, and he wins the penalty turnover, and Cheetahs defend their line really well. Players to watch out for in this game, if you are watching, I would say for the Cheetahs, I really like Tapiwa Mafura, the fullback. Obviously, Pina is one to always watch out for, despite being 39. Good to see Sculpt Ferreira back in the mix. In fact, we'll quickly go through the lineups as they get to this line out. Schalk Ferreira, Mans van der Merwe, and Aranos Kutsia in the front row. Renier Bernardo and Victor Sekakete, the captain, locking it down. Gideon van der Merwe, Friedel Olivier, and Jean-Dre Rudolph make up the rest of the forwards. George Lawrence, Munir Hartzenberg, Reinhard Fortain, Evadi Boshoff, Daniel Kasende, and Tapiwa Mafura make up the back line for the Cheetahs. Then, if we look at Oyonnax, Rory Sutherland has got a start this week with Leatawa at hooker, Irakli. Oh, that must be a Georgian. Mirtsklava, the other prop. The Cheetahs are in a very good attacking position here. Olivier carries it up to the 5-meter line. He is held quite well in defence. I'll go through the rest of the team in a second once in the next break of play. Cheetahs still in possession. Flings it out to Kutsia. Arnos Kutsia. And there is Renier Bernardo. Has been playing really well. Renier Bernardo, the number 4. Good counter ruck by Oyonnax, but the Cheetahs do still have it. Lawrence with a chip over the top. It sits up, and it sits up for Hartzenberg, who's come into the squad for Cohen, and he dots it down in the corner. Cheetahs open the scoring. 8 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. And it's the man straight into the starting lineup who scores it. Just to keep going through the Oyonnax team, Ewan Johnson and Hugo Fabrigue, I think it's supposed to Fabrigue. Lockett in the locks. Filimo Taufifenua at number 6. Hugo Hammett at 7. Loic Godiner at 8. And then into the back line, Domingo Miotti, Joe Revovo, Lucas Mensa, Leo Trail, Daniel Ikpefan, and Maxime Sales. There is an injury now, so they'll obviously take the kick, but there is looks like what might be a neck. neck injury for a Cheetahs player, and I think it's Bernardo. Anyway, onto the benches. We got Louis van der Vesthuizen, Aluluto Shakweni, Henkas van Veek, Carl Wechner, Daniel Martens, Opa Mohoje making a return to rugby. I haven't heard that name in ages. Ruben Kruger and Abner van Rienen, who's come onto the bench as well for the other injury there. Oh, and there could be a card here. I don't know if that they should check that. Um, okay, and then onto the Oyonnax replacements. Julian Ratachak, cool name. Adrian Bodenave, Thibaut Berthaud, Steve Murphy, Ilan El Katabi, Jules Soulon, Suleimane Koulibaly, and David Odiase. And it looks like there will be an HIA here for Ranier Bernardo. So there's been a change there already for the Cheetahs, although he could potentially come back on. The Oino kickoff to Mafura, and it's fielded well, rumbled up by the forwards to set. Oh, and the Cheetahs win a penalty for Oino hands ahead of the ball and then swiping back on it. And it was number 6, Taufi Finua. Yeah, number 6, Taufi Finua, who gives away the penalty. So Pinar, the general, the old man himself, will clear. It's a decent-ish kick. I thought it would have been a bit further. All brings play almost up to halfway, but it's a good start here for the Cheetahs. And I must admit, I really enjoy watching them play because I have no expectations of them, and they're doing well. I think they fell off against Po last weekend. They should have put them away for the way they've been playing, but um, so they throw it to the top of the line now, and it is reserve number 19, Carl Wechner, who takes it to the top. Cheetahs back to Lawrence. Lawrence launches a high and long kick. Test for Sales, who's taken in the air. It will be a penalty against Cheetahs. It wasn't too dangerous, but it is Daniel Casende who takes him out in the air. And then there's a bit of handbags here, a bit of how's your father. Casende is getting a bit of shtick from the Oyonnax players for taking out Sales in the air. He got right underneath them too. So, but I mean, nothing too serious. Sales will be fine. Sekakete getting in there and just getting people out of the way with a little bit of argy-bargy. Ref just gonna have a word with the men and just be like, guys, come on. It was actually, to be fair to Casende, it was actually unfortunate. He kind of was moving around another player, and that forced him underneath Salas. It really wasn't as bad as it looked. And I think Salas a bit milked it there, to be honest. Like, acted like he'd been shot when he really wasn't a heavy fall. I've taken harder falls than that. Yes, I'm drinking tea. Yes, I'm English. It's I've got a heavy night coming up tonight, and I had a few drinks last night, so I'm sticking off that until later on this evening. Otherwise, tomorrow will be an absolute write off, but it will be anyway. I think they're actually having a check of this tackle in the air. I personally would say it's a penalty. I don't think it's. Yeah, I would argue that Kasende has mitigation. I would say it wasn't his fault. And then who's that? Is that the number 4, Ewan Johnson? I think with the red scrum. Kasende gets yellow carded. I would argue that it's either Ewan Johnson or Hugo Fabrig who escalated the whole thing. And to be fair, the referee did say if he does it again, they will reverse the penalty. But anyway, so the Cheetahs are down to 10. Sorry, down to 10, down to 14. Um, unfortunate from Kasende. I would say that, I mean, it's clearly unintentional and unfortunate. But anyway, Manu Leotawa has a line out. He misses his man. In fact, Oeno almost didn't have a jumper, and the Cheetahs just stole it easily, as if it was their own line out. And they're just outside their own 22, so they're not going to be able to kick for touch. But Pinar looking to shape a box kick now. He will not be able to go for touch because they are outside the 22. and it will be, who is that, Lawrence to chase? Yep, Lawrence, the number 10. Sales does take it, but Lawrence meets him well. They're inside. Oyonnax looking to play out of their own half. They stab it through for Ikpit fan to chase. Interesting name that. I wonder where he's from. But I know that the Cheetahs have been struggling with their training in it and in the Netherlands recently because it's been so cold. But they are in France today, so it's chilly but not too bad. But I know that a couple of players have been struggling with it. Pinar, another box kick, a lot shallower this one. Ikpit will have to rise high. Can't claim it. Lawrence claims it really well in that battle. And Cheetahs have it on halfway. Reserve Carl Wechner running it up this time. They go right to Lawrence. Lawrence takes on the tackle as he's only got Rudolph outside him. Number 2, Marnus van der Merwe. Sekekete joining the Caterpillar so that Pinar has a safe position to box kick from. Launches the kick. It's gone just inside the Oyonnax 10-meter line. And Sales again is up to the challenge. Maxime Sales. Number 8, Godina with a carry this time. Met well by Sekekete. And Wechner. Who's playing number 9? Kasang. Oh, okay, and Kasang's captain today. Okay. Charlie Kasang for Oyonnax. Mafura is waiting for it on his own 10-meter line. He takes it well. Is met in the tackle by Ravovo. Oh no, sorry, that was Ikpit. Pinar feeding his forwards to trundle it up. It looks like he will set another box kick here. They're looking to get it out of their own half. They do not want to be in their own half, and that's good. It's the right way to play. You don't want to be in your own territory. This box kick will hang just inside the Oyonnax. Oh, and Salas has dropped it cold straight to Marnus van der Merwe. He swung it out wide, and it's the try scorer, Munir Hartzenberg, brings the play up to the 10-meter line. Sekekete hit well by Mitch. Oh my God, Mitch Kulava. Yeah, Mitch Kulava. He must be Georgian or something. Oh, and they've swung it wide, and it's Giandre Rudolph on the near the touchline. Pinar playing right again. They're moving this Oyonnax team around really well. Pinar now to the left to Lawrence. Lawrence takes on the line himself. Almost 16 minutes into this first half, and it's number 12, Reynard Fontaine, and they've won the penalty on the 22, and there'll be a yellow card for Daniel Ikpit of Oyonnax for trying to rip the ball on the floor. Ikpit, so we're now 14 plays 14. And Cheetahs exerting some really good pressure on this Oyonnax side. Oyonnax. It's Oyonnax. Oyonnax. Oof, that's a harsh yellow card, I rate. But still, harsh, but Right, so the Cheetahs have a line out on the 5-meter line. Sekekete takes it at the top. They are trundling towards the line. It's moving slowly now, and it breaks off the back. Marnus van der Merwe has made his way over, and I think a try has been scored. The Cheetahs score their second try. And it's Marnus van der Merwe who gets up with it, the big bearded bastard himself. And I tell you what, there's a bit of frosty patches on this pitch in France, so it is chilly down there. And the Cheetahs open it up to a 10-point lead. Sekekete takes it really well at the top of the lineup. And he Aranos Kutsia supporting Manus van der Merwe the whole way through that. Really well worked try there from the Cheetahs, just brute force and ships. Their front row is rather large. So good, well played there from them. Enoch slots it over easily, and that will be 12 points to nil. Anyone who's watching along at the moment, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out our sponsors and leave a a comment in the old chatteroony there. What do you reckon the final score is going to be? Do you think the Cheetahs are going to? This is just going to be a blowout for the Cheetahs. Do you think Oyonnax will get into it? Yeah, just let me know your thoughts, and we'll have a young chat. So Oyonnax for their third restart of the game. I can't remember if they kicked off. Um, just outside the Cheetahs 22. They do. Pinard does have it controlled at the base of the ruck, despite the counter ruck, but the ball will be taken back in, so they cannot kick it out on the full. It'll be for Hartzenberg to chase. I think, is that Sales? Sales rises up. Oh, and Sales is taken out, and it's even Hartzenberg takes him out in the air, and he's going to get yellow carded. Both wingers have been sent off. He doesn't realize he's been yellow carded yet. And that's both wingers for Cheetahs have been yellow carded for the same offense on the same player. Jesus. He, wa- he, he didn't challenge high enough for that to be anything but a yellow card. If he jumped higher, he would have been fine. And I agree, he never took his eyes off the ball, but he never made a jump for it really. And so, I tell you what, Silas is getting beaten to a pulp in this game. So now 13 plays 14. Oh, I tell you what, they might be reviewing this. They might upgrade this from a yellow to a red. He's already gone off, which this is something I haven't seen. The immediate decision was a yellow card. He's already sitting in the naughty chair. They may upgrade this. He lands on his face and his shoulders. They might say he has to go for an HIA. Uh, oh, it's going to be upgraded. It's a red card. Lotzenberg has been red carded instead of yellow carded. And that's the first time I've ever seen that, where a player's been sent off and then they've reviewed it on field and then they've upgraded it. That is something new. And I tell you what, this could change everything. So that's not only a yellow card for the Cheetahs for one of their wingers, another one's got a red card. Bloody hell, this is turning out to be a wild match. 12 points to nil up, and you've got 13 players on the pitch, one who won't return. Flippin' hell, this is a wild game. Yeah, exactly. So the try scorer has been red carded. And that's sad for him. Okay, so Oyonnax have it. They've got a rolling maul going here. It's moving forward slowly, but it's under control. And Oyonnax will. They try to stab it through Kasang. It's not a good kick. Straight to Jean-Andre Rudolph, and it'll be a penalty for Oyonnax. Wait a minute, they put the scoreboard down. Why? They can't scratch the Cheetahs try. Why have they taken it off? So it is still 12-0, guys. Yeah, the scoreboard on the TV says 0-7 now, but no, I mean that try was ages ago. That wouldn't be affected. So Oyonnax will go to the corner. Where's this penalty come from? Maybe hitting a lifter, hitting the man early in the line out jump. What is going on in this game? They kick for the corner, and then they decide, no, we want to go for the scrum instead. What is happening in this match? So confused. Right, well, let's have a look here. Oyonnax should look to use their numbers here. Um, they should use to look their numbers in the back line. They do have a man overlap, I think. Yes, they've looked. Yeah. So, oh, and there's a free kick at the scrum for the Cheetahs. Oyonnax not making use of their territory and possession. Pinar decides, right, we're going to go quickly with this and kick it downfield. Sales in his 22 will clear, and he brings play up to about half. No, just inside the Cheetahs half. So it's a decent return kick there from Sales. And oddly enough, now they're making Sales go for an HIA instead of when it happened. And I find that very odd. But anyway, weird game this is. Very interesting to watch though. So the referee, yeah, he's ordered him off. So there will be a substitution. I imagine. Who? Suleimani Koulibaly is coming on. So he will be on fullback, maybe. I'm not even sure. They might reshuffle their line. I just don't know any of these players except Tafi Fanua, Sutherland, obviously. Miotti, I know. And Ravovo, I know. Mons van der Merwe throws the line out. Overthrow, and Oyonnax have gathered it. Jean-Andre Rudolph coming up with a big tackle. Kasang feeds his back. Well, no, doesn't feed his back line. He feeds his big forward. So Cheetah's slowing down the ball. Oh, and there's just a clear drop there by who was it? Irakli Mirchuklava. And the Cheetahs now have it. Sekakete almost thinks about swinging it wide, doesn't. Decides to hold on to it instead. Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, and they've released Mafura on the side. He kicks forward. It's a the bounce is brutal, but it totally takes it away from the Oyonnax defender into the hands of the, the captain Ruan Pina, and no, sorry, he's not the captain, but he pretty much is for his age. And he strolls under the posts, and that makes it 19 points to nil. And the Cheetahs have already scored 3 tries. And brilliant there. Brilliant. Yeah, and he's onside. He was onside at the kick. Brilliant follow up there, as all number nines should do from Ruan Pina. And just a stroll under. And Oyonnax are really reeling here. An extra man in their defense is still too narrow. I tell you what, this Oyonnax team is struggling. And I tell you what, Tapiwa Mafura is a player. If I was a say the Sharks or something, I'd be looking to sign him. He's decent. He's pretty good. I mean, hell, we should bring Rowan Pienaar to play at fly half at this point because we're that bad. So the Cheetahs down to 13 men, one less than the Oyonnax, and they are outplaying them still. Brilliant from Mafura. I really like that. He's a good player. There you have it. 19 points to nil. About 24 and a half minutes into this game. Been a wild game so far. And let's see what else this game has in store for us. Mafura takes it in the 22 off the kickoff. Pienaar will look to box kick again. Mafura will probably nope. He passes to Lawrence, who will clear. Lawrence finds a decent touch, almost up to halfway, and Kasende is back on. So now it's a level game again. 14 plays 14, which Oyonnax really will be annoyed about. The funny thing is, I mean, yes, there was I would argue there was mitigation for both. I would say that Hartzenberg should have got a yellow, not a red. But yeah. Anyway, so Kasang feeds it to the right. They are attacking inside the Cheetahs between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Godina carries it up. Kasang, no, there's a penalty here for against the Cheetahs for not rolling away. Will the thing is, will Oyonnax look to get something on the board? No, I think they're going to go for the corner here. And who gets penalised here? It was Friedel Olafir who wasn't rolling away there. I mean, clear, he wasn't even making an attempt. And Ikbafan is back onto the field. So now 15 plays 14. Cheetahs will be down a man the entire game. Another arguably 55 minutes of this match. Oh, they got at the back of a rolling maul here. And Leatawa tries to go over. He's close. He's a meter out. They're going to use some grunt here, I reckon. Use some big prop forwards to try and get over this Cheetahs line. Oh, he's just short there. Oyonnax looking for their first points of the game. Cheetahs with some strong defense here. But I reckon if they're yeah, they've got to use the back line. Sang he was thinking about a pass, has to kick it. It's gone over the head of everyone. Ikbafan's knocked it on, but they will come back for a penalty. Lucky, because that was chaotic in the back line there. That being said, Koulibaly almost, if he picked that up, he could have walked in. They're going to go for a scrum, and it'll be Oyonnax to put into the scrum. So they have to score from this. Because Zhang just caught in too many, too much hesitation, too many minds. I don't even know where Oyonnax is, actually. Oyonnax is. Excuse me, I'm a bit tired. Let's see. So Oyonnax really need to come away with points here to actually think, to get them a bit of a lift because they just So I tell you what, Salas hasn't come back on yet, so he might have failed his HIA. I think he still has a couple of minutes. But Oyonnax they need to do better than they are right now. They're not playing very well. Wild that there have already been 3 cards in this game. La Région, Gabon. Right. Let's have a look here. What we're looking at. There's going to be a reset scrum, second reset scrum this time. It is taking a bit of time to get this game back underway, which excuse me, which I suppose neither team's going to be very frustrated right now about it. But as I was saying, Oyonnax need to come away with points here. They need to get something on the board, something to show for their efforts. I wouldn't say they've actually done that many efforts, but done that much. But oh, Kasang has it at the back, and Ravovo had to pick it up. The pass was not a good one. Kasang feeds his number 6 in Taufa Fanua. Oh, and there's Sekakete is going to get yellow carded here. Jeez, I tell you what, this referee is dishing out cards like he's a flippin' tarot reader. They are flying out, and there's another yellow card. Sekakete sent off for putting his hands on the ball in the ruck, slowing down play cynically. And Jesus Christ, how many cards are going to be issued in this game? And there was a penalty before that as well, so there could be another warning here. This is a wait, what? Let's see. Sekikete. Yeah, the ruck had formed. He couldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was cynical. Yeah. So Cheetahs are down to 13 again, and they'll have to defend with 2 men short. I just want to check the excuse me, I'm just checking the Leicester Leinster score. My cousin is playing 9 for Leicester against Leinster. It's a free kick to Oyonnax. Godner. Oh, and Leicester are leading Leinster. Get in there. Oyonnax still have it. They're 2 meters out. Kasang feeds his 10. They're using their back line here. They've got numbers. They have to use them, and their 13's got caught. Who's their 13? Trails. Trailes. Kasang now back to his forwards. Cheetahs defending well here. That's cynical. Oh, that turnover was cynical. He was off his feet, but and then it's attempted clearances. Oh, and I tell you what, Pinar's fallen off that tackle at Ikbefan, but then he is smoked, absolutely smoked by Vecna. It is scrappy, but Oyonnax still have it. Oh, damn it. Leinster have scored. Sorry, I'll probably keep you up to date with the Leinster-Leicester score because it's a game I'm interested in and I would be watching it if I could. Oyonnax still have it. Kasang will feed his back line again. And it's Koulibaly. He's broken 1, broken 2. He offloads. They're back into the 22. They need to play quickly. Kasang to his 10. His 10 puts the kick through. 13. Trias picks it up. They're a meter out. Kasang out to his forwards. Who's that? Godner? Yep. Godner crashes over for Oyonnax's first try. Cheetahs just running out of defenders there. And yeah, that's about what we expect from a team with 13 that keeps getting people sent off. And it looks like Mars van der Merwe might have picked up a nasty there. There's a clever little kick there from the number 10 Miotti. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, so it's about the same. That was a really neat little kick there that Kai picked up, and then Loic Godner catches the ball from Kasang and just uses his power to crash over. And Oyonnax are now in the game. They've got something to show for this first half. Still 8 minutes to go. The fly half does convert, so Miotti does convert the try, and it reduces the deficit to 12 points, 19-7. And if the Cheetahs lose this because they just don't have the numbers, it'll be really sad. Lucky Ikbefan didn't try and pick that up because if he did, he would have been offside. Yeah, Marnus van der Merwe, I think, got a knock on his head when trying to make that tackle on Godina. So the Cheetahs will kick off for the first time through Pinar. Pinar goes to the left into the 22, so it's got a deep kick. Godina, the try scorer, catches it and runs into Gideon van der Merwe and Schalk Ferreira, who must be about 300 years old at this point. I'd say there was a minor high tackle there from the Cheetahs. Kasang feeds his 10, who takes on the line. No, that's not his 10. I think that might be his 12. Takes on the line. They're still inside their 22, though. Kasang. Oh, there's a knock on. There's a knock on there from Oyonnax. So the Cheetahs will have an attacking scrum in a very nice position. Although they're one backline player down and one forward down. So Sales will not be returning. He's clearly failed his HIA, or it just took too long. So what's his name? Koulibaly will be staying on the field. Suleimani Koulibaly will be staying on the field for the rest of this match, unless he's then substituted for whoever the other backline defender, backline player is. Um, so yeah, it's been an interesting 33 minutes so far, hasn't it, everyone? I'm curious to see where this game will go from here. I'll tell you a couple of Cheetahs players that I think are really good. Rainier Bernardo, Chandra Rudolph. In fact, just their forwards are decent. Um, Lawrence is a decent fly half. Vardy Washoff's good. Kasende is decent. Mafura is class. I like him a lot. So, Reynard Fortain is helping out on the side of the scrum. Pinar goes left to Lawrence. Sorry, no, Boshoff. Then he goes right at the back to Friedel Olafia. Olafia releases it to Vechner. Pinar. Oh, and it's been intercepted by the fly half Royano, and he stabs it downfield, but there's a penalty for offside. And you think that if that wasn't called back, Oyonnax could have been in there. Cheetahs will take the 3 points on offer instead of going for the corner. Now that they've got 13 men and 14 for the rest of the game, not a bad idea. Good game management will be key here. But great intercept here from the fly off to shut this down. They were a little bit stressed on. Yeah, they had a man overlap there. Tell you what, it must be bloody cold in France because they're all wearing gloves and stuff. Pinar with a fairly simple, straightforward kick. Um, you'd think he would take this out to a 22 points to 7 lead, a 15-point lead. And then with 4 minutes left in the half, he does get the points. So it will be 22 points to 7. Cheetahs in the lead, um, leading into the end of this rather chaotic first half. Um, I'll tell you what, have they made a change? Looks like Aranos Garcia has come off. So Henkes van Ve- Henko van Veek? Henkes van Veek is on for Aranos Garcia. That seems like a very early replacement considering the cards. But all right, we'll see what the coaches are planning. So Kasang on the Cheetah's 10-meter line flings it through his back line. And they've got it's gone all the way to Koulibaly. Koulibaly tries to step inside Mafura. Mafura wraps him up well. Well, Fortain told to leave it, and it's Fabreg who takes it up in his big red scrum cap. Got him out of the back to his fly off, and there's a slap down there from DeAndre Rudolph. So they'll come back to the first penalty, which is almost on the Cheetahs 10, and this close to half time. Honestly, try get another try. Go for the corner. Go for the corner. Try and get it into at least a 10-point ball game. You could even make it 8. It's a good kick there from Miotti, and I think they're just outside the Cheetahs 5. Oh yeah, definitely. That was cynical there from Jandre Rudolph. Yeah, no, sorry. Literally 6 meters out. Oyonnax now need to make this count. They need these points. They've got themselves back into the game. They now need to solidify themselves in it. Leotauer throws to the middle. They do get it through Fabreg. They set the maul. It's moving sideways currently, but they're all piling in. I don't think they've got much of a backline left. Or now they've been stopped by the Cheetahs. They've been told to use. They've been told once. It's going forward again. Then it comes to ground. It's a penalty advantage for Oyonnax though, and it looks like it's not coming out. So the penalty will be given. Someone's lost a boot there. Not sure who it is, but someone's lost a boot. Muchgalava. Yeah, so I told you he is Georgian. He used to be an international. So it looks like they're going to use a forward move with the two props and their number 5 Fabreg. Rich Kulava is the one who's probably going to tap this, and he will go himself. Cheetah smack him to ground immediately. Oh, and they decide to go the other way through Godner, the try scorer. He almost manages to get himself free and over. They're a meter out. Great defending here from the Cheetahs. With a minute left to play, if they can keep them out here, that'll be brilliant for their playoff qualifications prospects. Number 7, Helme, goes to the left, but is beaten back again. Cheetahs defending like, oh, and I believe, yeah, he's got that one over. And Oyonnax will score. And I think it's the hooker in Tower who gets up with, no, it's not. It's Taufe Fanua, number 6. Emo Taupe Fanua who gets up with it, and that will close the gap in the scores to 10 points with the kick to come, and that's great news for Oyonnax going into this half time. They'll want to narrow this gap as much as possible. Leinster have scored again through Jordan Lama, and it is 10 points to 15. Leinster leading Leicester. I tell you what, Kasende trying to get underneath, they just can't do it. And it's a good try there from Oyonnax. Kasende doing as much as he could there. So the kick will be the final act of this game, of this half. They're still just showing the replay, so I imagine he's not. Oh, here we go. Miotti nails the conversion, making it 22 points to 14, 8-point difference. Cheetahs in the lead, but conceding 2 back-to-back tries there. Still 2 men in the bin. Sekikete will be coming on fairly early in the second half, but that red card could be very, very costly for the Cheetahs. But that is the halftime point score, 22 points to 14. I will check back with you in 10 minutes for the second half. I am still on. Yep. Okay, so while we wait, who are your standout performers in that half? Chuck it in the chat. Who do you think was playing really well in that first half? I'd say the Cheetahs forwards were really putting on a good show, especially and Mufura actually has been playing well with the ball he's got. But certainly they will want with the man down disadvantage. They'll want to find a way to step it up in the second half. It's also halftime between Leinster and Leicester. 15 points plays 10. Leinster in the lead after going 10 points down. So yeah, I will check back with you just before the start of the second half. All right, then we are back. The teams are coming out. If there have been any changes, I will let you know. I don't think there have been that I can see. Oh no, wait, no, that's Skulk Pereira. Yeah, so I don't see any changes just yet. But if I find out there have been any, I will let you know. So, who got the yellow? Sekakete is back on the field now. His yellow card has been served. Yeah, so Oyonnax are just playing for pride here. They're out of the competition already. So Oyonnax will get us underway again. They kick to Mafura once again, back in deep in the 22, who then feeds it off to Yandre Rudolph. Pina will feed his forwards in big Friedel Olivier. He then goes to Lawrence, just drops it, and he has to fling it to Mafura. Mafura has to scramble a kick away, and it's, to be fair, a very good kick. Brings play almost up to halfway. Bloody good kick there from Mafura under pressure. So good on him there. The right, so the Cheetahs are back up to 14, where they will be the whole game unless they get more cards, which at this rate looks likely. The points difference is 8 in favor of the Cheetahs currently, and 2 tries to Oyonnax, 3 tries to the Cheetahs. Oyonnax go to the middle of the line out. Sang feeds Miotti. Miotti with a dab over the top, bounces straight up, and Manus van der what's his name? Manus van der Merwe picks it up. So Cheetahs do have possession. Pina feeds Sekakete, the captain. Now Pina will look to box kick, I believe, whereas Vechner gets his huge frame over. Pina does box kick. The chase is not great. Ikpefan, easy catch. He is a bit scragged by who's number 7? Friedel. Old Friel. Miotti feeds his forwards in Godner. Ordner. Uh, oh, it's a good over the top pass there from Miotti. And the Cheetahs are in trouble here. Pinard does get back, and it's Herme who's caught in possession. And I tell you what, Gideon van der Merwe is over that like a limpet, and he gets the penalty. And lack of support there from Oyonnax. Pinard takes it quickly. His kick doesn't immediately find touch, but it bounces into touch 5 meters from the Oyonnax line. And what looked to be maybe not such a great kick turns out to be a very good one. Pienaar did some really good tracking there. And Gideon van der Merwe with a brilliant turnover there. Mafura trusting that Pienaar would get his man, and he did. And the Cheetahs will want to come away with points here, obviously. They go to the front through Vecna, who has got less hair than my brother. Vecna, oh, the Cheetahs are definitely going over here unless they do something stupid. Yeah, and the Cheetahs with an easy rolling maul try. And who's going to get up? It is a second for Manus van der Merwe, the big bearded bastard. And that will take the points out to 13. And as simple as you like, 3 minutes into this second half, Cheetahs have secured the bonus point. I tell you what, half of bloody Vecna's t-shirt or shirt's gone now. It's been ripped in half. Gonna have to get a new one. So Pinar, can he take it out to a 15-point lead and re-establish that lead, that advantage? 4 minutes into the second half, and we already might have a 15-point lead. Cheetahs up could be up to 29 points here. Pinar can't convert, so it will stay a 13-point game, but Cheetahs scoring very early in this second half, and they have secured the bonus point, which is important for them. Great try there, really, really well worked try there. And there was a shot of Open Mahoje, a player we have not seen, a flippin' springbok we have not seen in years. Mafura with a very wobbly kick, he somehow slots it between two players and gets it out. Um, he's not a massive guy, Mafura, but God, he's got wheels and he's got one hell of a step. So it'll be Leotawa who will throw into the lineup. They go to the front and set a maul. Doesn't look like it'll go anywhere. It's right. It's broken up a little bit, but it's not really moving, so they will have to use it. Kasang is going to pull it out. Feeds his 12 in Mensa. Kasang it's look no, it's been turned over, and the Cheetahs have numbers. Rudolph decides to kick it instead of give it to his wingers, which it stayed in, and Imiotti has to pick it up. He's being shepherded by Kasende. He does manage to hand off two players, but then is brought down just outside his own 5-meter line. Cheetahs are trying to counter ruck. Kasang. I think Kasang will have to box kick here, or he'll feed a forward. And he does to set a better position and allow his team to get more in position. And then there's a penalty for diving over from the Cheetahs. So Kasang will tap and go. Kasang kicks forward for a Koulibaly to chase. Sorry, not Koulibaly. It's who's number 12? Mensa. Mensa feeds Revovo. Revovo on Mafura with a brilliant tackle around the ankles, all the way up to the 5. Lawrence is over that and holding on because there's nothing he could do. No one was with him with Revovo. And Mafura, that was a brilliant tackle on Revovo. And I tell you what, Mensa's down hurt. He must have got smacked. Let's see. It was a great kick through from Kasang. Great chase from Mensa. And Mensa is that potentially late? He's hit from behind. And it's late. It is late. Kasende could be getting another yellow card here, which will be a second red card for the Cheetahs. It was late. Not that it wouldn't have changed how things came about, but it was just a cheap shot. It's definitely a try. No, sorry, definitely not a try. Great turnover there from Lawrence and brilliant last tackle by Mafura. Gets low, takes both the ankles out, couldn't go anywhere. He gets back up. That's not right, but yeah, I think Kasende might be getting a bit of a penalty against him here. No, nothing happened. Kasende not penalised. I would say it was definitely a late tackle, but anyway. So the Cheetahs got the obviously the penalty and cleared up to their halfway line. Sorry, the halfway line. It's not theirs. Cheetahs throw to the back, although it's been stolen by Oyonnax. And their big number 4, Ewan Johnson, straight through the middle, almost up to the 22. Kasang feeds Godina. Godina met well. Who's number 18 for the Cheetahs? Who's 18? Henkes van Dijk. Oh, yeah, he did come on, didn't he? Kasang steps inside, beats one tackle. He's up to the 22. Godina. Off to, that must be Fabrig. And he's done well here. He's still going. He's up to, I'd say he's halfway into the 22, but it's going to be called a maul. It goes to ground and the ball cannot come out. So the Cheetahs get the turnover. This is a great game. Oh, and number 17 is on for the Cheetahs as well, and that's Shakweni. Aluluto Shakweni. Shakweni. No, Shakweni. Wouldn't be a click. Who else? There must be a few more changes. Anyone else on? I'm not seeing any other numbers. Yeah, Chakweni did well here. Added his weight there. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think there have been any other changes just yet. What do we reckon the final score will be? Hi, Octavia. How you doing? 44 of you. Let me know what you think the final score will be. Do you think the Oyonnax are going to come back? Do you think the Cheetahs are going to increase their lead? It's a free kick at the scrum to the Cheetahs, so they will have now an option of how they want to continue. And I think Ruan Pinar will just play territory here. The line out for both teams has been a bit dysfunctional. Great kick from Pinar. Deep inside his own 22. He brings play all the way up to just outside the Cheetahs half. So Leatao will throw in. A brilliant kick that from Pinar. And it's turned over. They've won the line out. So the Cheetahs have it back. Pinar flings it in field. Mafura decides to kick. He's kicked it straight to Ikbifan. Ikbifan kicks back. Mafura has dropped back. He decides to stay inside his 22 so he can kick straight out. And he's found a decent touch. Brings play inside the Oyonnax 10 meter. Good good kick battle there. Good win from the Cheetahs. 10 minutes into the second half now. I think there'll be some changes here, and it looks like who's coming off? I think it's Julian Ratachak that's coming on, or it's Bordenave. What was it? No, sorry, yeah, Bordenave is coming on for to replace Rory Sutherland, the Scottish player. So the Cheetahs have it. It's bouncing loose. Kasende picks it up. They're over the halfway. They've lost a lot of ground through those that poor handling. Vechner smashes it up in midfield. Pinar at the back. They stab it through. It's not really a great chase on that. Ikbifan is back and he kicks it. He's kicked it all the way back to the Cheetahs 22 where Mafura is waiting. He decides he's going to kick it as well, but it's a lot higher and flatter. And Lawrence had chased it and he was kind of jumped over, but it's come back for Mafura. Mafura launches a kick down the other side of the field. Miotti, but they'll come back for the knock on. And there's so the knock on was just inside the Oyonnax half. So that Nathan, who's that? I thought it was Nathan Hughes for a second. No, it's Steve Murphy. Steve Murphy. He's plays for Tonga. Is looking to come onto the field now. I say it was Ikbifan who went straight over the top of Lawrence there, but he did knock it on in the process. And it looks like Steve Murphy will be coming on for Fabregue. Fabregue. Murphy is a good player. So it'll be Ruan Pino to feed the scrum for the Cheetahs. Let's say hi Octavia. Albert, Cheetahs go with 14 minutes away from home. Cheetahs are holding on. Yep. I'd say the Cheetahs are playing better. Cheetahs will get a penalty from this scrum, and I won't be surprised if they go for goal here. They've got the bonus point. Now they'll just want to shore up their points difference. How you doing, Albert? You doing well, mate? Oh, it looks like Pino will be going for touch. They want more tries. Interesting. I might have gone for goal there. Take it out to a 16-point lead. And Pino has missed touch. She's kicked just too far. So they're now Oyonnax have a choice between a scrum or a 22. I think they're going to go for a scrum, which after that last scrum is a bit risky. But she just absolutely walked straight through that scrum. There is a change here. I think it's sculpt. No, it's not. It's the brace holder, Manus van der Merwe, is being replaced by Louis van der Westhuizen. 2 tries for Manus van der Merwe in this game, so he's had a good shift in his 53 odd minutes, and he's been replaced by the Ginger Ninja in what was it? Louis van der Westhuizen. Westhausen. So the Cheetahs will look to try and dominate the scrum. They are that scrum is buckling. Igbefan has it, passes out to Treyas, who feeds Koulibaly. They're up to the Cheetahs 10-meter line, and there is a new. It's Jules Soulon is onto the field as well. I don't know who he's replaced just yet, but I think it might be Miotti. And Kassang decides to kick over the top. It's into the 22. It bounces up high. Kassende picks it up. He breaks one tackle and goes over Godiner. He did look like he might have led with the forearm there. Godiner getting up, clutching his neck. Oh, and then there's a turnover for holding on, and it's inside the Cheetahs half. Steve Murphy, who's turned it over, and Oyonnax will now have it, and it's either a kick at poles, but they will definitely go for touch. And I think it's Soulon has come on for Domingo Miotti, and so he's playing 10 now. And they go to the corner. And it's a great turnover there from Murphy. I'd say there was a no-arms tackle there from Leotauer. Or a shoulder charge at least. So, 5-meter line out for Oyonnax. They go to the front to Murphy. They set the maul. It's still currently, and the Cheetahs are looking to just keep it where it is, or shepherd it towards the touchline. It has now gone to ground. It's a penalty advantage, though, for Oyonnax. And the penalty will be given. It's a quick tap and a knock on. Friedel Lafia was the one penalised for bringing down that what's it called? Maul. So they will now go to touch because the quick tap didn't work. Soulon kicks to the touch, so it'll be another 5-meter line out for Oyonnax. 25 minutes left in this game, so still a lot of time to play some rugby. Yeah, it was definitely Friedel Lafia who brought that down. Oyonnax, they go to the front again through Murphy. They set the maul again. Much better structured, this maul. Vechner trying to come through the middle. He's doing well. Kassang has to get it out. Who have they got it to? Kassang to Soulon? No. To Johnson, sorry. Oh, and Jandre Rudolph, the big number 8, stripped it. And they've got the turnover. Brilliant play there from Jandre Rudolph. Brilliant play there from Jandre Rudolph, neutralizing the threat. And Oyonnax are just not taking their chances. They'd probably be in the lead if they could take their chances. But Cheetahs just disrupting them as much as they possibly can. Albert, what you saying? How's the weather there? What, in Scotland? It's been a bit warmer today, still quite windy, but this week has been so cold, like unbelievably cold. But at least now, through the weekend and then into next week, I think we've broken the back of winter. But I mean, we had negative with like such strong wind chill this week, frozen ground, everything brutal. Thank God we've seen the back of it though. Otherwise, how are you? How are things where you are? You missed the first half while you were at work. The red card was for a tackle in the air. Originally yellow. He went off. He was sitting in the sin bin, and they reviewed it and red carded him after giving him a yellow. It was hectic. Never seen it done like that, without there being like a review panel or something. So Pinar will feed the scrum, Pinar gets it out the back, feeds Lawrence. Lawrence with a long kick downfield. Um, has found touch, and Igbafan will not take it quickly, but it's a decent clearance that. And it's geez, that was a good clearance there from Lawrence. He brought play back into the Oyonnax half on the log. So it's Big Ewan Johnson who rises for that one in the front of the line out. They do set the maul again. It's moved forward a couple of meters now. Kasang's looking to play it and does, but he's going to box kick for his winger to chase, falling just outside the. Oh, and Kasende doesn't even jump for it, and the competition results in it being lost backwards. But Oyonnax have claimed it. Mafi feeds it off the back of the ruck. Kasang, Kasang to who's that? Is that Johnson or is that Hermé? Kasang decides to go to the blind. Player rushes up. Toulon stabs it through, but no one is chasing that. That's going to go dead, and they'll come back for a scrum where it was kicked. So, interesting. Actually, I didn't know that you could actually do that. There's an option. You either have the scrum where it's kicked, or you have a 22-meter dropout. So naturally, you're rarely going to see that. Oyna looking to make some changes here. I think they'll make 3 changes at once. El Katabi is looking to come on with David Odiase, along with Julian Ratajak. So Oyno making a couple of backline changes and a front row change. You see all the snow in Scotland. No snow in Edinburgh. Weather is always great in Pretoria. It was cool and rainy for a few days, but epic blue sky and warm today must be nice. And it looks like, let's see, who's going off? Kasang, Leatawa, and I think Taufa Fanua are the ones being replaced. Yeah, Taufi Fanui. Just about 20 minutes left in this game. Oyonnax can still win. Kasang actually had a pretty good game, all right. Let's see how El Katabi, when he came on last week, was good. So no, not last week because they played the Sharks and got dominated last week. Week before, he was decent. But it is Cheetah's feed. Peanut feeds into the back. They're just outside the 22. He feeds 14, I think, who launches a huge kick downfield. Gone to Revovo. Revovo beats Mafura's tackle. He then goes over the top of the defenders to Ikbefan. They're into the Cheetahs 10-meter line. And then El Katabi kicks over the top. It's slapped back. Otherwise, it was a wasteful kick from him. So they do retain possession. Toulon. Oh, Cheetahs with a brilliant counter ruck, but don't quite get over it. Got in with a carry, but doesn't get very far. Katabi feeds. Is that Muffy? Oh, it's a great little dummy there. He's beaten 2 tackles. He offloads and Kasende knocks it back. Mafura picks it up. Lawrence then catches it, and with a bit of a banana kick, gets play up to about the 10-meter line. But frantic stuff from both sides there. Yeah, Cheetahs just need to win this game, and I really hope they do. I've been a huge fan of the Cheetahs since they've started playing again. Since they actually beat the Sharks, which was both depressing and hilarious. Um, so good on them. They're playing some interesting rugby. And it was a brilliant run there from Lucas Mensah. And just unfortunately, the offload didn't come off. And I tell you what, Lawrence has had a good kicking game today. Um, yeah, Kasende has done a lot defensively since he came back onto the field. Ravovo did quite well in this run here. Gets around, it breaks the tackle of Mafura. gets around. Oh no, he doesn't get around it, but the offload was really good to Igbefan. That was brilliant. I thought it was strange that El Katabi kicked it, but he was very lucky a player had managed to slap it back. It is nice to see the Cheetahs playing again. I mean, I remember when they were a class outfit. I remember like C.S. Iberson and flipping. What was his brother again? 'Cause there were two of them. Robert Iberson, and then you had Henny Danilla, and God, I remember those old Cheetahs players. In class, they were. It was so good. And Henny Danilla, who could kick a ball about 4 billion like meters. Who's number 19 for so number 19? Oh, it's Muffy. Kasende picks up at the back, tries to beat one, but he slips and he's wrapped up by Koulibaly. There is some talent in the Cheetahs, you're right. And mostly in the forwards, I'd say. Um, there are some backline players like Mafura who I think are class. Cheetahs with and Igbefan catches it on the halfway. Heinrich so like yes. He was almost a waste of talent because he very rarely got to play for the box, but God, he was good. Thibaut Berthaud is on now. They go, oh, it's a bit high from Kasende. He really needs to be careful. Oh, this is oof. That's the reserve hooker, I think. But what's his name? Bordenave. So hard to tell who's who now. Oh, this is good from Oyonnax. Oh, out the back pass from, and it's Odiase who beats Pina on the outside. It will be a try for Oyonnax, and it was a brilliant out the back pass by Revovo. And Pina just could not tip up Odiase, who is a flipping unit. He's huge. David Odiase goes over for the try, closes it to an 8-point game with a kick to come. And this is now starting to look a little bit wary for the Cheetahs with their man down. Odiase just, oh, he's huge. Revovo finally getting into the game. Osturant, oh no, that's a try, damn it, yeah. Great try there from Oyonnax. Oh wow, Odiase is Italian. Wonder if he'll be in the Italian squad then. Interesting. I wonder if he'll be in the Italian squad. I actually haven't had a look at the Italian squad just yet. No, I mean, he might not be surely because he would be he would be training at the moment, preparing for the Six Nations. So he clearly is not. So it's Jules Soulon with the opportunity to make it a 6-point ball game, and he does. 27 points, plays 21. 6 points in this match. A converted try, and they're ahead by one. Oh, and that's a bad read from Mafura there. And Revovo is a big. To be fair, Revovo and Odiase, they are huge guys. Brilliant try work, and it's so there is a change here for the Cheetahs. Rudolph has come off, old Chandre, and that might mean Opa Mohoje is on, the old legend himself. I think Opa Mohoje is on, or is it who's number 20? No, I think it's Martins. I think Martins has come on. Um, yeah, so the Cheetahs are now going from look fairly safe to not looking so safe now. Not too. Oh, there's a charge down here, and Igbefan had to kick it up. He's completely messed his kick, and it's a knock on. He hasn't even. He's missed. He's buggered up that kick. He tried to do a. He tried to be quite clever there, and it just didn't come off for him. And he's put his team under a massive amount of pressure now with 15 minutes left. That was just awful there from Igbefan. But to be fair, it was terrible box kick clearance from El Katabi. He should not have been. He took way too long and he got charged down by Sekakete. So the Cheetahs have the potential to re-establish a lead here, a bigger lead if they use this scrum to their advantage. 14 minutes left in the game. What do you guys reckon? What do we reckon the final score is going to be? I think it'll be close, but I think the Cheetahs will manage it. Well, they'll manage to win. Oh, I've just. Oh wait, hang on. Come on, give me the comments. I had to reload the stream, the YouTube stream, so I don't have the comments at the moment. But they should load at some point. I think when someone puts a comment in, it'll reload. So the scrum's just going to be reset because it went straight to ground. We've got about 13 minutes left in this game. Come on, Cheetahs. I want Mufura to get a try. The man's Pinar at 39 is still one of SA best. Yeah, he's still really good. French are just running straight lines because they know we've only got. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Opar is a legend. He was bloody good when he was playing. Pinar feeds to Kasende. Kasende just goes straight into the line. Oh, and there's a try here for the Cheetahs. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who's just got up with it? Looks like the reserve Louis van der Vesthuizen. Who is it? Is it? No, it's Friedel Lafayette who gets up with the ball. And the Cheetahs score fairly easy try. And after getting themselves right back in contention, Oyonnax have conceded almost immediately after. Sende hit really strongly. But tell you what, Friedel Lafayette picked up and carried three people over the try line. Friedel Lafayette's first try for the Cheetahs. Oh, sorry, no, it's his second. He scored against Scarlets. So that takes it up to 11-point ball game now. With the kick to come, this kick will be crucial. Oh, they're actually going for a review. They're checking if it wasn't held up, although the on-field decision is try. I think that it's going to be turned over. That's not going to be a try. There is an arm under there. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is held up. The ball never got to ground. So there won't be a try. And what defense then? And great intervention there. So it'll be a goal line dropout. Still remains a 6-point ball game. Bloody hell. How many twists does this game have? So they kick off. Don't forget, the Cheetahs still got attack. Okay, so 14 feeds. Who's number 20? I can't remember who 20 was. I think it was Martins. Pinar, Lawrence. Can't free it up to Van der Merwe. Pinar recycles. Good carry there from okay, so Pinar recycles again and again, and it's Olafia. Lawrence out the back to Mafura. Mafura trying to dance around. Pinar recycles. Good attack here, but it's not going anywhere from the Cheetahs. It's kind of going side to side. Lawrence. Oh, and it's a knock on from the big forward. And Oyonnax have a chance now. They're trying to. Oh, no. Soulon's like, no, we're going to get this down in their half. And it's a great kick from Soulon. It might even be a 50-22. Oh, I don't know about that. The touch judge has not given it as a 50-22. I would say it might have been. And that will be a huge thing. 10 minutes left in this half. Cheetahs will be happy that's not 50-22. Let's have a look. So he kicks it. Definitely 50-22 is on. Oh, damn it. They didn't show it when it bounced out. Anyway, how it is. The Cheetahs have the line out just outside their own 22. They throw to the front to Martins. Here is Chakweni. Oh, it's a good carry from Chakweni. Pinar will kick this time. He's not. Oh, I think actually Pinar's been put to fly off now. Ikbafan lets it bounce. It's a bit risky that. Oh, and he's leveled in a double tackle. Oh, it's come out sloppy, but they do pick it up and kick it downfield, and it's gone straight out. And El Kadabi will be annoyed with himself there. Right, so who's the player that's come on? Ruan Kruger is onto the field. And I don't know who he's replaced, but if Pinar has gone to 10, he must be a scrummy. Yeah, I think he is. He's a scrum off, so Pinar's at 10 now. So Cheetahs win with this. I think that means they're through. Sekakete rises high at the back. Oh, I tell you what, Gideon van der Merwe with a great dummy there and makes a couple of meters. Jan Wegner takes up almost up to the 22. Gideon van der Merwe again with a carry. Chakweni protects him. Kruger is replacement scrum off, so yes, Pinar is now playing at 10. Cheetahs just maintaining possession. They're not going very far, but they are maintaining. Oh, it's a drop goal here from Pinar. Pinar launches it. It's looking good. Oh, and it's off the pole. Off the outside of the pole and dead. Oh, that would have been quality. God, that would have been good, but what a good idea. I can't even remember the last time I saw Ruan Pinar take a drop goal. Would have been when he was playing for the Sharks. Oh, just off the outside. Tell you what, he had all the time in the world. Should have got that. Should have got that. So, but it does mean that there's field position. And Kruger chips over the top, straight to Soulon, who feeds inside to Ikbefan. Met well by Martins. El Katabi. This game's had everything. It's been flipping wild. Oyonnax kick downfield for the Koulibaly to chase. Lawrence doesn't catch it clean. Koulibaly picks it up. Offloads to Odiase. He can't beat the tackle. He does get it off to El Katabi, who then gives it back to Odiase, who will score his second. And Oyonnax go the length of, well, no, not the length, but about 60 meters to score. They are still 1 point behind, and the kick's not that easy, but they could take the lead from the Cheetahs here. And it went from what, a missed drop goal, and therefore a 22-meter kickoff, to this. Odiase got really quickly to his feet there. Brilliant play from Odiase. God, he was quick to his feet. And Odiase has played bloody well. I tell you what, he's got a future with Italy. He's definitely got a future with Italy. Lawrence just cannot take the high ball. And Koulibaly is really quick to react. Offloading to Odiase. Odiase offloads to El Katabi. Odiase straight back to his feet, gets the ball, and beats the tackle of, I think it was Kruger. But they are, I think, checking this because, yeah, he's, well, technically it's off his leg. But there's no hand in it, so it should all be fine. Yeah, knock on by Cheetahs. It comes off a. Oh, this actually could be close. This is interesting. They're checking that Koulibaly didn't knock it on after um, Lawrence knocks it on. I'd argue that it's not. Oh, it is. I think it will be a knock on. Yeah, it's going to be called a knock on. Thing is, it doesn't. It's a knock on because, but yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so sad. That's the second try in this game that won't count. No try. Woo! But it will be an Oyonnax scrum. Yeah, Oyonnax scrum. First knock on was from the Cheetahs. But bloody hell, this game's got everything. Tell you what, Odiase has been brilliant since he came onto this pitch. The man is working hard. Oh, and Opa Mohoje makes it onto the field with 6.5 minutes left to go. And it's, I think, Gideon van der Merwe who makes room for him. But this is crazy. I really do want the Cheetahs to win. Actually, I tell you what, the Cheetahs are making a bunch of changes here. I think Lawrence is off, which I mean, I think Abner van Rienen is on now. Um, and who else has come on? Opa Mohoje came on, and I think that's yeah, I think that's all that the whole bench is now on because Abner van Rienen is on as well. So there's still 6 points in it. Come on, Cheetahs. Come on, Cheetahs. Opa is on. Yes, the Mahoj. The Mahoj is on. Oh, I remember when he used to play for the Box. Legend. How many times? I don't remember how many caps he got for the Box, but he did get a few. And then he just kind of disappeared. So, when I do have a few more chances at least to try and take the lead. They need to use their extra man here. The Cheetahs have done so well to hold on here, although they are very lucky not to be behind. Ravovo desperately wants the ball on this right hand wing where he's got the overlap. El Katabi will feed his scrum. Odiase is in that scrum actually. Oh, it's good hand. Koulibaly's through the middle, but is then brought down on the 10-meter line. Oh yeah, he almost career ending injury. Yeah, that's fine. El Katabi is tackled with the ball. He's not. No. Oh, it's not on in the tackle, so it'll be a scrum to Oyonnax. Oyonnax do still have 5 minutes. So Odiase is actually a flanker, but he's so fast that they use him as an alternative wing as well. Like that's why he wears 23. That's so cool. That's such a good idea. It means you can have 7 forwards because one of them can be a backline player. Brilliant idea. Yeah, and it's Vechner who gets the unintentional knock on. What a finish this is going to be. 4 minutes left, and bloody hell, this game's hectic. Right, actually, now that I think about it, I haven't even checked the Leicester Leinster score at the moment. So Leicester Leinster, Leinster are winning 22 points to 10. My cousin got a yellow card. Lol. So they pick up all the back through flip Godina. Oh, and Ravovo picks it up. He is tackled well. Martins tackles him well. Oyonnax still have it. 3.5 minutes left. Oh, and why would you kick it away? Oh, Chakwenny's got it. He kicks it forwards. Oh, and there's a huge chase here coming from all. And I tell you what, the Cheetahs are going to get there first. Oh, can't control. It's a line out to the Cheetahs. 5 meters inside the Oyonnax 22. But what a kick there from Chakwenny, the prop. Brilliant kick there. And it was Ruin Kruger who was chasing. And he almost got it. It's Bifan who kicks it out. But great chase there from Ruin Kruger. Less than 3 minutes left, and the Cheetahs have an attacking line out inside the Oyonnax 22. Come on, Cheetahs. Come on, Cheetahs. Oh, and they lose it. Oyonnax have stolen it. Tell you what, the line out has been bad on both sides today. El Khattabi feeds it at the back to Soulon. Soulon all the way to Ikbefan. Ikbefan feeds. They're on their own 22 now, so they cannot kick it out. Not that they would probably look to kick. Oh, God. And Odiase goes from hero to villain when he's not expecting the ball and it just comes off his face. Sende is tackled well by Koulibaly. Close to the touchline here. Ruin Kruger to Martins. Kruger again. This time to try score. No, almost try scorer in Fridlo Lafia. Sakikete with a big carry into Odiase. And big number 19. Who's number 19 for them? Mafi. Mafi with another crucial turnover there. Minute and a half to play, though. They have to get as much possession. Oh, sorry, as much territory with this kick as possible from Soulon. This needs to be the biggest kick of his life. He's got a bit too much height on it. It is out, but he's got too much height on it. And it's not that much distance. Great steal there from Mafi. Brilliant steal. But with a minute left, I'd say this is looking unlikely. That's unfortunate for Odiase. He was not expecting the ball to come to him and just bounced off his face, I think. They do have the line out. It's inside their own 10-meter line. So they've got a long way to go. Oh, and Wechner gets up high and steals it. Mahoje catches it. And now the Cheetahs have possession. They just need to see out 40 seconds to win this game. And I think book their place in the next round. They just Kruger's using their forwards. Oh, there's some counter rucking going on here, and I think Oyonnax have stolen it. They have. Oyonnax have managed to turn it over. 20 seconds left. They've got to play. Odiase. They've got a long way to go here. Come on, defenders. Come on, Cheetahs. Come on, Cheetahs. Hang on. Oh, that's offside there. Got in there. Okay, so we're now in overtime. They have to keep possession. Ikbefan steps in field. Almost isolated there. The ball's almost loose. Someone's lost a boot. They go to the left. Mensah's got it. They're on the 22. They've gone backwards. They need to find a break. They need to get it to Odiase on a wing. Oh, it's a great inside ball, but it's bloody hell. This is frenetic stuff. Pinar stepped inside. It's Soulon, but then it's hit hard by the forwards. Ball's out. The Cheetahs defense here is brilliant. Yeah. Feeds Godiner. I tell you what, Godiner's had a good game. He played bloody hard. He's been their best player, I'd argue, if not Odiase, who since he came on. Oh, they've got it over the top finally. Oh, and Ikbefan slips. That's cost them some time, and they're not going to get away now. They're still in their own 22. El Khattabi. Oh, it's a risky pass. Who's number 7? I can't even remember at this point. Oh, Revovo's through. And it's a great tackle by Kasende. Revovo does manage to get up. They're told to release him. El Khattabi. Oh, he's got to get that ball away quickly. He can't. So they're up to halfway through for that move. Almost 2 minutes into overtime. Good quick hands there. Koulibaly feeds his reserve prop. Oh, this is great rugby. There's a step in there by Bourdanov. El Khattabi. Soulon. Mafi. Wrapped up by 3 Cheetahs players. There's a man over it. Oh, and there's a penalty to Oyonnax. Will they now try and go to the corner? What will they do here? What they've got a man. They've got a man extra in the back line. Do you play it for a scrum? 2.5 minutes into overtime. What do they do? They're going to go for, okay, so Sulong is going to go for touch. They want to set that line out, which has been rusty. Both teams have had bad lineouts this game. Sulong goes to the touch. Oh, I love that bucket hat. South African flag with Mandela on it. That's great. Oh, and it's a brilliant touch finder by Sulong. It's a 5 meter line out. Woo! What an end this is going to be. 6 point in this game. They don't want to score in, near the touchline. 3 minutes into extra time here. Bloody hell, this is a good finish. Oyonnax is going to throw to the front. They're going to set them all here. Cheetahs need to be deadly careful. They need to. Oh, and all the back lines joining in now. I think there are just 2 players of Oyonnax in the back line still. They are moving forwards. It's been brought down 2 meters before the line. Oyonnax do still have it. Oh, and I'd say there was offside there from Mohoje. Come on, Cheetahs, hold them out. Hold them out. Second cat. Oh, it's an advantage here. I think. No, maybe not. Great tackle there from the Cheetahs. They're gonna go. They have to go wide. Oh, it's an awful pass from El Katabi, and I think there's a knock on. No, but they will come back for the penalty. The game is not over. It's an awful pass from El Katabi. They're not. They're going to take a quick tap. Oh, bloody hell. This is. What a game. What a game. Almost 5 minutes into overtime. They're going to take a quick tap. They do. Cheetahs meet them, drop them about 1.5 meters out. It's going to be some big forward carries. Cheetahs defending well. Another advantage for offside here. Cheetahs need to be careful not to give away a penalty try. Or another card, because if they do that and they keep playing, they're going to eventually just beat them for numbers. Cheetahs are defending well, but they've been offside. It's penalty advantage. Okay, now they go wide. They can't afford to. They've got the penalty advantage. Forwards are going to now take it up again. Gordiner. Bordenave takes it forwards with him. Cheetahs might have smothered this. Come on, Cheetahs. I want you to go through to the next round. The penalty will come. And I think there might be. I don't know if it'll be a yellow card or if it'll be a warning. Okay, so now that the Cheetahs are on a warning. And so, yeah, so Sekekete himself is on the warning and he's already had a yellow card. So it will be a penalty. Will they set another line out? Will they do a quick tap? What are they going to do? I'd do a scrum. I don't. The problem is they won't necessarily win their scrum. It's not been the most solid of places for either team. So they're going to go for a quick tap. Cheetahs rush up to meet it. They've tackled them again about 1.5 meters out. Bueno using their forwards. Oh, if Odiase managed to get behind him there, he might have pushed him over. Mafi picks it up. He can't go anywhere. Gardiner picks it up. He's met by 3 men. Chakweni taken out off the ball there as a defender. Sekekete, they've held him up. Okay, now they have to release. 7 minutes into extra time here. Bloody hell. Bueno still attacking. They're 1 meter out. Forwards are going to use this again. And I tell you what, if they score here, they win because they're right under the poles. Bloody hell. Cheetahs are defending like Trojans. There's injuries. There's a Oyonnax player is definitely injured. Oyonnax are less than a meter out. There's definitely cramp, I think it is. It's not an injury, it's cramp for Godina. They're over the line. I don't know if they've scored. They have. Oh no! Oyonnax have scored in front of the poles, and Oyonnax are going to take this game. And I think the Cheetahs are going to lose it. It's 8 minutes into extra time. And I mean, look, I can't fault the Cheetahs' defense there. It was impressive. And it's Adrian Bordenave who gets up with the try. I thought he'd been held up, but I don't know. There were a lot of bodies there. I can't see it there. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe that he hadn't scored from there, but you can't see it. I think they are checking it. That's held up. Come on, check it. Ah, the referee said the try is good. Imposter, I disagree. I disagree. Like, don't forget they're a man down. Sulong has to. I mean, they're going to try and. Oh, they're never going to charge that down. Sulong kicks it over, and the Cheetahs lose by a point. Oh, so I think for the Cheetahs to go through, they need the Dragons to win against the Sharks. Yeah, imposter. I'll give you that. They should have held on possession. They had 30 seconds. Oh, what a pain in the ass! And with a red card, credit to the Cheetahs. They played bloody well. Um, but yeah, just couldn't close it out. Sad. Really sad. I'm gutted for them. Damn it. But I tell you what, out of this game, we've seen Odiase has come on, and Christ, that man's good. He's got a big future, I reckon. He'll be signed by a much better club fairly soon. I think that he'll be signed by a higher club very soon, and he's going to have a great international career, I think, with Italy. Um, so really sad way for it to end for the Cheetahs, and they are pretty much out. Although the Sharks have less than impressed me overall, at least in this competition. Apart from the game against the Cheetahs, we've smoked everyone else. So hopefully that'll be the same for tomorrow. Um, Ruan Pino, I think, has been named man of the match, but you can see how cold it is there. They are steaming, and just unfortunate, and they'll probably rue that red card. But that's how the game ends: 28 points to 27 to Oyonnax, and the Cheetahs will be so sad. Um, really, really sad. But that is, that's how it ends. And we'll get the review of the game done, and then I will see you tomorrow for the Sharks versus the Dragons. So don't forget to join me then. It's going to be an important game for this pool, and see what happens. Hopefully, the Sharks will get a back-to-back win for once. But thanks for joining me, guys. Crazy game, mental, and it was nice to chat to you all. See you tomorrow. Cheers.